It's time to accept that Rockstar Games isn't a top tier developer.
It has been nearly 3 weeks since the hashtag for saving Red Dead Online has finally started.
One of the main complaints with RDR2 so far is the controls. Well, with these settings, it doesn't make it perfect, but it makes it much better.
Fans are furious over the PlayStation 4 and Switch ports of Red Dead Redemption that were made instead of a remaster or a remake.
They're taking features away from us in GTA, hiding it behind paywalls, taking content away. They are finessing you.
GTA Trilogy has finally been unleashed upon the world, and after a very botched release that left the PC version unplayable for the entire weekend thanks to a plethora of unintended files being left in my opinion, these are pretty bad remasters.
Listen, I'm not here to tell you that Rockstar Games isn't a top tier developer because of crunch, 100-hour-long work weeks, or a toxic work environment, because I don't care. I'm here to tell you they aren't a top tier developer because of their recent releases and because their games, they just aren't that good to me. The GTA Trilogy wasn't the definitive edition, it was the defective edition, releasing broken and with the rain looking like this. Now, you could say they didn't make it, Grove Street Games did, but if you want to say it's not actually Rockstar, they still put their stamp on it. And with Red Dead Redemption 1, I could understand if they were to say, hey, Red Dead 2 sold more than 1, maybe some people want to go back, Xbox players have access through backwards compatibility, but Switch and PlayStation gamers have no way of playing it on modern hardware. You guys are never getting PS3 backwards compatibility, and we don't feel like remaking it. Here it is, 4K, 60 frames per second, maybe $40. But they say no. Not only will it not be a remake, not only will it not be a remaster, but it also won't be 60 FPS and it won't come to PC too. And guess what? $50 too. And again, not actually made by Rockstar, just like one of their better games, LA Noire. But again, they co-signed this. Their name is on the box. The box that releases 3 months after the release of it. But okay. And of course, GTA 5 has been re-released 3 separate times with zero story DLC. The GTA games used to be innovative, groundbreaking, and what made them more impressive was how frequently they released. Now, game development takes a lot longer than usual. That's not Rockstar's fault. However, the game just kind of suck as actual games when it comes to the gameplay. The lock-on system was cool during the PS2. We didn't know any better. But now the controls are sluggish and unresponsive, and we play better. I don't want to use lock-on aim, I want to play the game myself. I'm not Angry Joe, I don't need the game to aim for me with disability options. And as for story, that GTA 5 story, if we being real, it's kind of mid. I think it was actually mid at best. Red Dead 2 story was good after chapter 4, but it was really good. And visually, it was incredible, but that gameplay, again, it still wasn't there. And that online, you know what happened with the online. I just don't understand how you can be a top tier video game developer when your gameplay isn't very good. To me, it's just so backwards. And you might say, well, who is an S tier developer if it's not Rockstar? Like, who would go there? And I'd say someone like Naughty Dog. They have the visuals and the attention to detail. They have the gameplay. The Last of Us 2 has the best gameplay of any third-person shooter ever made. It's fast, responsive, the violence, the bullet damage adds a certain weight and impact to the combat. Some people may disagree about The Last of Us 2 story, but I do believe they also have the story. And even if they don't have the story, they have the most important aspect of a game, the gameplay. Then there's the other things they're doing with GTA Online, just squeezing people, taking cars out the game and putting them behind a paywall. It's just not it. I just find it incredibly hard to believe that they've gone away with it for this long. They're only now just catching slander, and they're catching slander for greed and not the games themselves. And they should. I just feel like it should be both. And if you look at the GTA games, they're in the story, there always has been an underlying theme of anti-capitalism, and that's what the company's turned into, one of the greediest companies in the industry. Releasing broken remasters, lazy cash grab ports, finessing the existing current player base of GTA Online, and not even releasing any new games anymore. And there's just another reason is there's just no diversity in the studio anymore. Before, you used to get Bully, Manhunt, Max Payne, LA Noire, although it wasn't developed by them, The Warriors, Midnight Club, GTA, Red Dead, and now you get a Red Dead and a GTA game every half a decade. And I feel like that should be factored into a studio not being top tier. If it takes you 10 years, of course, if every developer could take 10 years to work on a game, the games would be a lot better, but gotta get something out there. And so that's another reason I feel like they aren't a top tier developer. But overall, I don't know how they've gotten away with it for this long. The gameplay hasn't been up to par for years, and the greed is just getting unacceptable at this point. But again, does it really make a difference if everyone's gonna buy GTA 6, Red Dead 3? And does it really make a difference? Probably not. And I feel like that is very unfortunate.